A very good morning to you all, children. I welcome you all to today's session of English. We are on to the chapter second, parts of the sentence. That is, we are still on English grammar. In my previous video, which I have made, I had discussed about the main parts of the sentence, which are subject and predicate, and how various things are added to it, like determiners, qualifiers, and adjective phrase. We have seen all that in the previous videos, and it's time now that we move ahead. Right? It's time now we move ahead. Now we will be doing firstly the exercise 2.2. Right? See this one, children, here. Just a minute. Just a minute. This one, and this is a pretty simple one. Here we have to just divide the sentence into subject and predicate. See the first example here. The crow is a clever bird. The subject straight away becomes the crow, and the predicate is a clever bird. Right? Now the crow subject can be divided into two parts: qualifier, which is the, and head word is crow. Right? So now let us do the first question from the exercise. The sun is very hot. See this one. Here the sun is very hot. So the subject becomes the sun, and is very hot will be the predicate part. Few men succeed. The subject becomes few men, and the predicate part becomes succeed. Right? And this is how you will be doing it. Now let us go to division of the predicate. सी जिस प्रकार सब्जेक्ट को उसके विभिन्न भागों में विभाजित किया जाता है, उसी प्रकार प्रेडिकेट को भी उसके विभिन्न भागों में विभाजित किया जाता है. हरीश ब्रॉट अ पेन. हरीश ने एक पेन खरीदा. इसमें हरीश इज द सब्जेक्ट, ब्रॉट अ पेन इज द प्रेडिकेट. नाउ ब्रॉट, out of this, see children, this is the sentence here which I am discussing upon. Now brought is a verb. A pen will become an object, right? Now there are some transitive verbs. Harish told me a story. Now here Harish is the subject, so let's separate it. Then it becomes told me a story. Told is verb, me a story becomes the two objects. Right? In such sentences, the twin objects are present there. Right? Now see this one. 3. This is the table 9. Ram gave him a book. The Ram is the subject, gave is the verb, him is the object, a book is the second indirect object. Right? When there are two objects, we divide them into two parts, direct and indirect object. So the first object which comes is the indirect one, and the object which appears at the end of the sentence, it becomes the direct object. Ram gave a book to him. We are on to table number 10. See this one. Here Ram is the subject, gave is the verb, a book is the object, to him is the object which is indirect. So in this, the direct object comes before the indirect object. In the previous one we have seen that the direct object coming at the him at the end, and indirect coming at the before the direct object. Right? So it can be both the cases. Now let us see the table 11. My teacher loves reading books. Here the subject is my teacher, verb loves, and then the object is containing a gerund. Gerund is verb plus ing. Reading novels. Gerund is reading, and novels is the noun. Now see this table 112. Girls love to sing. Girls becomes the subject, love becomes verb, to sings becomes object. Right? Now we will be reading something very important, which is complement. What is a complement? Right? See this thing. What is a complement? Let us see. कुछ क्रियाओं के साथ पूरक कॉम्प्लीमेंट का भी प्रयोग होता है. पूर्ण करने वाला, दैट इज व्हाट इट मेक्स गिव्स द कंप्लीट सेंस. और पूरक जो होते हैं ये प्राय लिंकिंग वर्ब्स होते हैं. इज, एम, आर, वॉज, वर, यू आर अ बॉय. सो हियर आर is complement. Right? Now see here. Pandit Motilal named his house Anand Bhavan, right? So here the complement is Anand Bhavan. The teacher appointed Hari monitor. So here monitor becomes the complement. उपयुक्त तालिका में प्रत्येक वाक्य का प्रेडिकेट विधेय वर्ब कर्म तथा ऑब्जेक्ट के पूरक कॉम्प्लीमेंट से बना है. ऐसे पूरकों को ऑब्जेक्ट कॉम्प्लीमेंट या ऑब्जेक्टिव कॉम्प्लीमेंट्स कहते हैं बिकॉज दे आर पार्ट ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट. सी हियर इन दिस सेंटेंस ये कॉम्प्लीमेंट जो होते हैं ये ऑब्जेक्ट का हिस्सा है, राइट. नाउ सी दिस वन, आई थॉट इट नेसेसरी. तो यहां पर कॉम्प्लीमेंट इज एडजेक्ट और एडजेक्टिव फेस और पास्ट पार्टिसिपल. ही कीप्स हिज क्लोथ्स क्लीन. यहां पर भी देखो तो ऑब्जेक्ट एंड देन कॉम्प्लीमेंट. And now do the following list of words. Let us see this. Several persons were dash at the time. Several persons were dead at the time, right? The doctors or several persons were present at the time. It can be both. Now see the second one. The doctors declared him. Doctor generally declare a person alive or dead. Alive is not there in the sentence, so dead is there. So dead will fit in the second part, and the first one will become present. We painted the door. Now when we paint any door, it is done in a particular color, and there is only one word for the color, which is green. So we painted the door as door green, and this is how you will be doing this. Now we come to exercise 2.6. Complete the following sentences by filling the blanks. See, there are lots of choices here, and then we have to fulfill it. Her sisters with play not do dolls, right? So her sisters do not play with dolls. Do not play with the dolls. This is how you will be making, right? So what you will be writing is her sisters do not play with the dolls, right? And this is how you will be completing the sentence, right? Our teacher Hari monitor the appointed of the class. Appointed Hari the monitor of the class, right? So you have to rearrange these words to form a complete sentence. Now exercise 2.7. Put each of the following sentence in the correct order. He gave to a me book. So he gave to me a book. He me gave book a. He gave me a book. Right? This is how. Now exercise 2.8, which is the last one. Put the following sentences in the correct order. My friend to advise me take. My friend advised me to take rest. Second, the child for milk crying was. The child was crying for milk. You have to rearrange these words to form a sentence, right? So with that we come to the end. In this part we saw what are the different parts of sentence. Basically two parts, subject and predicate. The subject can be divided into determiner, and then the noun as well as predicate can have adverb, adjective, phrase, and so many things. Gerund can also be there. And then we saw how to rearrange these sentences to form a complete verb, complete meaning. Right? Now meaning is very important, right, in a sentence. If it does not inculcate the full meaning, then it is not a sentence. It is a, you can call it a phrase, you can call it anything, right? But it will not be called a sentence because it is not telling the full meaning, right? So I stop here. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did in making it, and until we meet again, it's a goodbye.